4x400. Florida, though, won the SEC Outdoor, and Tony McQuay, the junior, will be involved in this race.
He will be anchoring for them.
And LSU, obviously a factor as well, second in the outdoor a year ago. Robert Simmons leading things off, the senior, and Texas A&M. Ricky Babineau, the junior, gets things going for them. Two-time defending NCAA outdoor champs. Focusing on the Tigers of LSU, lane number 7. Florida and Penn State as well. Dukes for Florida. Lane 4. LSU with Robert Simmons, the senior.
And it's even for most of those teams. A little bit on Texas A&M on the outside.
Ricky Babineau, the junior for the Aggies. They're in lane 6. LSU in lane 7.
That's Robert Simmons. Watch and see who gets the baton first. We'll give you the idea who. Florida running a very fine last straightaway here. Who's going to get the baton first? And it is Florida by a narrow margin.
Lane 4, and Hugh Graham now, the freshman for the Gators.
Graham, very tough running. He will break for the pole after the 3rd turn you run in the lanes. Florida by a full step and a half lead over Southern Cal.
USC with Bryce Dillon, their senior. But right now, Florida with Hugh Graham, the freshman. Freshman against senior here in the second leg of the 4x400. Florida, USC.
That is Southern Cal and Josh Mance, now taking the lead away from Graham. Look at the long strides of the Trojan.
And it's USC and Florida right now, and the Gators will now go with Leonardo Seymour, the junior here. And USC looking very good.
Reggie Wyatt running the 3rd leg for them. 400-meter hurdlers, I've said this before over the years, but they have a very, usually strong advantage down the home stretch. Their training is stamina-related, and they usually finish well.
Wyatt 3rd in Friday's 400 hurdles final. 3rd leg here. USC and then Florida. Mississippi State in 3rd, LSU 4th, A&M is in 5th. But USC, and they have Bryson Mellon for the anchor leg here, the senior.
45-5 for that leg for Wyatt.
Florida with Tony McQuay.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Biding his time, running comfortably. Boy, I tell you, he is not all up, having watched him so often. Running very comfortably. He is getting set to put the afterburners on at some point, maybe down the home stretch.
Ken Dillon holding on for USC, the senior. Here it is. Tony McQuay taking the lead as they come down the stretch around the turn.
Riker Hilton running well in 3rd for LSU.
McQuay trying to bring it home for Florida. Look at Tony McQuay pulling away from Mellon and USC. It's Florida, USC, LSU. 1, 2, 3.
Very unofficial from McQuay at probably 45-3 or so, something like that. Florida wins 3 minutes, 0.02 seconds. And that is the fastest time in the world. Remember, countries are competing in this event to get their athletes ready for the Olympics. And you've just seen a college team run faster than anybody. What an event. 5th place, Texas A&M, 3:01.68. The passes there were, look at him, he just decides to cruise down. McQuay has just been a star here at the NCAA Championships. The 3rd fastest 400 meters in the world this year, run by that man. And he's a junior in college.
Florida in the 4x400 relay final with McQuay on the anchor leg. And the Gators beat out USC with LSU third. Relay glory for Florida. Here's Jill.
Absolutely. Okay, you got this